Okay, so now let's get into the meat and the potatoes of Health Protector Guard. We call it HPG. First off, what I want to show you guys is your network. So your network right here is multiplan.com/Health Protector Guard. True story, I just had a biopsy on my thyroid. I'm healthy, I'm good, thank you. However, $1,200. $1,200. That's a lot of money. But when I got my itemized bill, it showed where my insurance had written off. I call that the fat. I only owed $200 out of $1,200. That is the power of repricing. That is the power of using a network provider. Having a solid provider is the most important aspect to any health plan. So here you go. Again, it's passive. If your clients choose not to go to doctors in this network, they are not penalized. But if they do, they get the power of repricing right off the bat, then all the benefits kick in. It's powerful. If you don't understand really the concept, definitely email me, Rebecca at Gordon Marketing, because I'm passionate about networks. All right, so now let's get into some of the plan. Hospital services. So all of our plans, we want to make sure we're covered if we go into a hospital. A lot of options. I typically like to stay with this Choice Plus, and you can really look at your own price points and see what makes the most sense to you. But when I look at how much a stay in a hospital is, that 2,000 day mark really covers it nicely, especially if my hospital's in network. What I want to point out is whatever you pick for your inpatient, you'll notice here for ICU, you get 4,000. So it doubles whatever your inpatient is, and this is a big key seller to this plan, unlimited. That's huge. If you're looking at different indemnity plans, this word unlimited is huge. You don't see it in a lot of these plans, which is why this is really considered the Cadillac of fixed benefit plans. You're going to come down here to different benefits, and it breaks it out very nicely. I'm not going to bore you reading this to you. You're going to come down to some surgical fees, max amounts, and it breaks it down based on if it is a surgery, which is a tier 1, 2, 3, or 4. And basically, if it's a super high-end surgery, you're going to get more money. If it's a lower-end easy surgery, it'll be less money. When we come down here and we start to look at doctor visits, again, if we stay with that Choice Plus, we're getting 2 visits per person per year. It's reimbursed $100. The average doctor visit is like $80. So could you make money? Yes, you could make $20. You're getting that. You're getting a second surgical opinion. You're getting some wellness built in. Keep in mind, I am a huge fan of the Walgreens and Minute Clinics. I'm a huge fan of those. Your copays would kick in for this as well. Outpatient, you're getting pharmacy services, outpatient, which is a big deal, okay? Because a lot of things are done on an outpatient basis. When we look at things like MRIs or labs, x-rays, they do a lot of that. Here, you're getting reimbursed. So what I mean is, whatever the amount is, whatever the bill is, it'll get repriced, and then the insurance company's paying $200, $500, $1,000. Anything left over, the customer is on the hook. But keep in mind, there's no $5,000 deductible. There's no $3,000 deductible. So your client will have some skin in the game, which is normal. That's how insurance always has been. But there's no super high deductible that has to be met before anything kicks in. First dollar benefits. We come into some more hospital and ambulance benefits. Again, I was looking at that Choice Plus. It's going to talk about the inpatient hospital confinement, which is at $2,000 we were looking at. And then it breaks down all the different times somebody could see you, or if you had an ambulance or an emergency room. It's all laid out. I'm a very big believer for this plan to be as successful as it's designed to be for your consumer. You got to add an accident plan, and you have to add a critical illness. Those are 2 holes. Good chance your client could get diagnosed with cancer, and if so, they're probably going to live. That's awesome. but they're going to have some downtime. And it's that downtime that a lot of us don't really plan for. We don't really think about, I'm going to need someone to help with the kids, with the meals, with all the transportation while I'm home getting stronger. Or, all of my outpatient medication. So I really recommend you look at a critical illness plan to cover that hole. And the way that I look at it is I look at what the mortgage is for that consumer and I multiply that out for 6 months. And that's my starting point. The younger you are buying a CI policy, the cheaper it is. I am 47 now, on the brink of 48. I bought my critical illness policy when I was 37. It is still $17 a month. Best $17 I spend every single month. So look, I want you to hit the iCard again. Let's go to the next set of facts. This is good stuff. You guys are going to write this, and it's going to be a heck of great plan and protection for your clients. Talk to you in a minute.